Okay, everyone, welcome back again to the Frontier. So Friday they had a Cycle Six stream on the Cycle Six patch notes, and so I didn't see it till Monday when it made to YouTube. But we've all heard my laments about not being on Icelandic time and always missing the stream. So that's my personal cross to bear. So anyway, um, this is the spiciest part. I think the modularity is cool. The actual um it's no longer can be called an Eve clone. It's going to be look completely different Cycle 6, and I'm excited to finally get to that. But this is the part I want to start with from this stream. So as we can see, we have a lot of structures that are being removed. So the refineries, the printers, the berth. As you can see, refining and printing is done on your ship, and we'll go back to show you. I'll show you the modules how you place them on your ship, where they show how you place them on your ship. I can't do it obviously because this is just a stream. It's not Thursday yet when the game goes live. So these are all the items that are actually being removed. So there's no more turrets for now. They said they'll bring it back, and when we log off, there's no more safe log off. We're just gonna be hanging out in space. So my suggestion is build a refuge somewhere, maybe inside an asteroid, and just hide out in there, and that's where you build your base from, or at least put your refuge there for the first few days of the cycle, and then creep out when you come back online. Hopefully, no one destroys your refuge. Um, I don't think so because I've been playing E Frontier for a while since the very first Project Awakening days, and I've rarely run across other players when I play. I see them once in a while. I had one fight way back when I won it, that one fight. That was when the game was completely different. There wasn't the WASD. It was just pretty much like an Eve clone. So I'm not too worried about like having my refuge out somewhere in the open, someone coming along and shooting it. I don't think nobody's gonna do it because you're gonna have to refine all this stuff. Maybe some people will. Some people will group together and be just jerks and do that. But I have not come across anyone like that when I played. Because my bases have never been attacked. I've never built turrets. I built right next to a gate the last cycle. Nobody bothered me because the universe is so huge and the player base is so small at the moment that it's not a concern. But I'm sure as the game grows and more people come in, it will be a concern, especially with the free trials they're doing now. So it's going to be pretty hectic depending on the crowd of people that come into the game, which is good. We need more people to come in and check it out. I'm all for it. What I'm not for is them changing the culture of the whole frontier and just being griefers and jerks. And I'm not for that, but whatever. It's online game. You're gonna run across it. You just gotta deal with it the best way you know how. So anyway, these are the items that are being removed from the game from the start of Cycle 6. And so as we can see, modules are built on the ship. The field printer, everything is done on your ship. You make modules. It's all in modules now. So if I can jump back a little bit, I'll show you. That's burning. You can actually burn up if you go to the star. I think I've got. Oh no, I have. I'm not quite there yet. Yes. So see, this is the modularity. So we're all getting that ship, the same ship in the beginning of the game, and these are where we place our modules. So they showed a little bit at the end where just a little bit where I was. So we still have to mine. We still have to, go find asteroids and the things we're accustomed to. But we have to. But all of that is going to be done on the ship now, which it's kind of cool. It's kind of saves some time building structures, and we can also build our structures anywhere. No more Lagrange. Well, Lagrange points are still in the game, but you're not tied to building your network node at Lagrange points. You can build your network node in the middle of an asteroid field if you want, in the middle of one of the orbital zones if you want. The huge ones. Excuse me. And yeah, it's going to open the game up a lot. It's gonna be more fluid the game. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not gonna be so restrictive. It's gonna maybe allow more creative zone building. I plan to build the closest to the sun and without getting burnt. That's where I plan to put my base. So if you want to come and attack me, you can have to contend with the sun. Because they do have burning, and you skipped by it earlier. So let's see if we can get back to it. Oh, before we get there, these are the drones. So there's a new type of drones, and so like, see this one where my mouse is moving. This is the baby of it. So it will come and eat your stuff, and then it will go into a chrysalis like a butterfly, and then it comes out like this monstrous. They're saying this guy. he is the Dermistid. He's very monstrous, and you really don't want to mess with him. So if they're in your system, I suggest leaving your system. But how are you going to leave your system now? There's no more jump drives as well. Jump drives are gone. So I'll just tell you if I can't. Here we go. I found it. There's gates. So apparently gates are coming back. And we don't have to build the gates at this cycle at least. So we have to fuel the gates, and then you can jump through the gate, and the gate uses a little bit of fuel each for each jump. And they say they kind of want it to be like a watering hole little type of area where players come together. They decide whether or not to keep the gate fueled. Um, I think it's a prime spot for gankers. But like I said, I'm not too concerned about that because I'm sure I'll end up in a system where there's nobody, as always. And I'll just be there peacefully minding my ore, trying to figure out what the heck to do next. So that's what I'm gonna my experience is most likely gonna be like. But yeah, so you have to find the gates, and that's how you move through your systems. Stations. If you find a station, you can't stay in the station forever. They're gonna kick you out. So, because the game is not Eve. You can't just stay in docked forever. You're gonna be kicked out. So I think that's really good because it's called Frontier, man. We gotta go out and explore and put this world together. We can't just hang on the station to be a master capitalist trading out your stocks. You gotta get out there and do some work, buddy. Sorry, you gotta get your hands dirty. so, so that's that. Um, now there is a few more things I wanted to share from this video that caught my eye. So this is the new layout for it. So V, apparently you press V to bring up the targeting reticle, and then you can obviously move your ship and shoot. But this is the ship we're all getting in the beginning. This cool ship, which is what I'm extremely excited for because this is the ship I've wanted to build for the longest time in the game, but I never was able to. I still can't get all the ore and stuff and find the special the module that's needed, the Armageddon or the Ward, that module. I can never find it. Also, I did come close in the last cycle 5. I'm close, but it's still gonna take. I'm not gonna be able to do it by Thursday, to get to this ship. But I'm excited because I get to fly around with it and put my printers and stuff in the ship and build a refuge and just build wherever I please. So this is the new out. This is the new way the game's gonna look. So really excited, really super excited to play this game like this now. It's not just the fork of Eve. It's own. It's really becoming its own thing, and I'm happy to see that. I'm just skipping ahead to show. There's a couple. Yeah, here we go. Here's the base placement I was talking about, where you could build anywhere you want. So this is pretty cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. You can maybe make your base hidden if you're worried about people coming across it, which is pretty cool. Although the network node's kind of large, and it has lights coming out of it. I don't know how good you're going to be able to hide it. But my question is though, there are still other modules that we can still build that the network node is going to be required for. So we'll learn more come cycle 6 time. Yeah, so here we go. Network node, you can place it anywhere you want. What's the next highlight I would like to talk about? Oh, the map. The new maps are coming in. It's gonna be pretty cool. They say in the beginning of cycle 6, all the information is gonna be present, but then at some point during the cycle, they're gonna remove that information so that we actually go out and map the system ourselves, which is kind of cool if you like exploration type of gameplay. I kind of like that. If days I don't feel like mining till my eyes bleed, I can, fly around, check out the system, see if I come across some cool stuff, run away from feral drones, things like that. So that's a pretty cool experience, I think. So this is more of the map coming. They showed this during the keynote, and apparently there was a stream, but I didn't see it on my YouTube channel, the YouTube channel when I looked this morning. So maybe I'll go back and check that one out so I can learn more about the map. Or honestly, I think I'm just gonna wait until Thursday to learn more about the map when I do my big live stream. I'm actually gonna go live Thursday. I'm not sure of the timing yet, but we'll be live on both Twitch and YouTube. So Twitch is Comrade Richie, Yeah, and YouTube here is Kamaruchi Gaming, so it should be the same. Should be easy to find if you're looking for it. And come by, say hi, and let me know what you think. So, one thing about this map though that I'm concerned with, I like streaming. I want to know if I can hide the system I'm in, because usually when I played on the stream, it's like the first couple of videos I made on this game, you could see my system where I was. The rest of them, I took that off screen. I didn't want nobody knowing where I was, just in case they wanted to come and get me. But yeah. So I wonder if there's a way to hide this. Like, there should be a stream mode for this game. That's one thing I can say to Fenris. If anyone from Fenris is watching, put a streamers mode in the game so we can at least hide our system location, or maybe that's just the plan to be devious. Like, you want to stream it, that's on you, buddy. If you want to put your business out there, we're coming for you. So it could go either way, but I'd like a streamers mode for eFrontier, just so I don't have to worry about hiding my system every time. All right, so this is the free trial. You get 5 days, starting with cycle 6. From when you start the game, 5 days. When it runs out, your free trial ends. If you want to play again, you create a new account, start from the beginning, 5 days, and so on. But I say just get the founder access. If you can afford it and make it work, I say sign up for founders access, because I think, unlike, like, I've been a part of like other projects, I wouldn't really say projects. I mean, I'm not like working for these companies, but other games like Star Citizen. I've spent too much money on Star Citizen, and I think these projects like this, like founder access, I think it does help the team. It gives them valuable feedback, and it helps us build the kind of game we want to see. And these guys actually listen. I don't think Star Citizen actually listens to their people. I'm sorry, they're not listening. They on their own trip, counting their stacks and stacks of money over there, their $1 billion. They ain't listening. They listen when the game is broken and people can't play, but aside from that, they don't listen to nothing. I don't think so. I'm sorry. Some of the Star System people are gonna come hate on me now. Go for it. Come on, guys. Let's say hello to me and let me get some interaction, engagement on this channel. So come on. All right. Anyway, so here we go. So there's a fuel economy coming, so we could sell fuel, which is pretty cool. Because I was wondering, since this is built on Sui, I wonder if you buy Sui coins, you can then use your Sui coins in the game. But I'm not too much into crypto purchasing and things like that. I did in the way past, but I'm out of it now. So yeah, so cycle 6 free trial. I just spoke about that. Okay, let's see what else we have. There was bug fixes. I Okay, so yeah, okay, so here's the area we're gonna start out. Remember from the keynote where they said you're gonna just start in a cave. It's cold. You don't know where you're going. You hear sounds. So this is where we're coming to right now. It's the Creech. So this is where we're gonna come out of. We're gonna wander through. And they say if you want to play with your friends, try and log in at the same time, and maybe you'll be put near each other in the Creech. So although I wonder if the Creech is gonna be, no, I think there'll be multiple ones placed throughout the solar system. So the galaxy, sorry. But I wonder if you can still select your constellation you want to start in at the beginning of cycle 6. We'll find out Thursday. All right. So yeah, the Thursday stream is going to be a long one, because this game isn't really a fast-paced game. So yeah, so I would definitely suggest checking this out, because there are things here that you should definitely I'll let a little bit of play just so we can watch a little bit more of the modularity, and then we're gonna call it a day. Let's back it up a little bit. I want to back it up just right here. We'll start here.
And you can see this is what the fitting tool looks like now. So in the middle of the ship, you have your different hull panels. Within those hull panels are you may not be able to see it unless you squint and zoom in. Trust me, there's a grid pattern in there. Within that grid pattern, you can see all the different things, and then you have to sort of Tetris those bad boys around in there to make them fit.
Yep.
Different hull panels have different amounts of space on them. And your ship also has a different sort of power system, which we're going to talk about here in a minute as well. Go ahead, FC Overload, please.
I managed to Tetris mine around Daleron and fit 2 entire industry modules inside my ship and had 2 things going at the same time. We'll get to that in a bit, but I also managed to fit something like 30 cargo base. So see the little small ones in the top two wingy bits? Those are cargo. The big wide ones at the bottom are fuel.
Yeah.
So I basically took almost everything off and fit just tons of cargo, and I could like massively increase the amount of cargo my ship had to move some stuff around. And likewise, I could fit, if I took all that back off again and put loads and loads of fuel tanks in, I could just carry tons of fuel around.
Yeah.
So
But if you fill
yes,
that
you can
up,
rotate the modules.
yeah, if you fill those up though, then you're moving more mass. So
Yes.
you're burning more fuel.
Oh yeah, I was very slow when I filled it all up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the one at the top in the middle, that's the industry module. With a bit of jiggery pokery, I got that into. I got 2 of them in.
I actually have a video for that as well. So this is showing how you can move them around.
Yeah, so that's another thing to say. The game is more mass-based. So, for example, later on they talk about the collision system. So if your wing grazes the side of an asteroid, you will torque around. It won't just bounce and stop in space. You're gonna fling out, go crazy as you would if you slammed across an asteroid. They did not mention if it would actually cause actual damage or if it's just, it's just the animation for now. I don't remember hearing anything about damage, but that's a little bit of the modularity. So that's gonna do it for this video. I don't want it to be too long. I wanted it to be less than 20 minutes. So definitely check out the full video on their channel, and you'll learn a lot more about Cycle 6. And hopefully, I'll see you on the frontier. I'm peaceful. I'm not gonna shoot you, but if you shoot me, I'm definitely going to shoot back. So just be ready. And you're not going to know. All our ships are going to be the same. So you're not going to know what I have hooked up in my ship. So do you really want to come test me is what I'm saying. So if you want to come test me, you might just be surprised at the end. But anyway, looking forward to Cycle 6. Going to do a live stream on Thursday. Not sure of the timing. I will try and put maybe a notice up on Wednesday. I'll come online Wednesday and decide on a time. But things busy over here, so you never know the exact timing of when I go live. But I plan to go live on Thursday for Cycle 6 on Twitch and YouTube. So if you don't catch it on Twitch, because I have a small Twitch channel, so I can't save my videos there. But you can come on the YouTube and it should be available at the same time. But it's gonna be a long one, so just get ready. And yeah, thanks for coming. Have a great day wherever you're in the world, and see you on the frontier. Peace.